Hello and welcome. You know, Jamaica is a funny old place where ordinary people like you and I must bear the sins of our childhood and adulthood and the sins of our fathers and grandfathers, even if we didn't know them. But when it comes to public officials, we have become adept at naming the country after them to wash away their sins. The case in point, the highway which is named after former Prime Minister Edward Philip George Seaga. It turns out that it was his idea to name it after himself.
And I wasn't embarrassed in telling the Prime Minister so.
But it should neither be named after Seaga nor Portia Simpson Miller as the PNP is demanding. Where Portia is concerned, something with political longevity should be named after her because that describes her politically. But it should not be lost on us that she was the much heralded first female Prime Minister of Jamaica, paving the way, no doubt, for the Mia Motleys of this world. If we want to name the highway after someone who has made unheralded contribution to Jamaica, it would be after Dr. T.P. Lecky. See it there? You don't even know who Dr. Lecky was. And the politics of puke that we must smell every day don't tell you every day who he was. Instead, every day we smell the stale drool coming from the government and opposition, politicizing decency and honesty, tearing down the good name of persons who don't want to bow down to you all. But back to Seaga. Tivoli Gardens and everything that comes with it is his creation, including the Cokes. Jim Brown, Dudus, Chris Royal, Jati, and every Coke who down there are part of his legacy. And let me not mention the other criminal dons them either. Vivian Blake, Baya Mitchell, Barr, et al. This cursed tribe of evil genes was nurtured by Seaga, and the government now want name down there after him. This PM is hell-bent on sanitizing Seaga to make him more presentable in political notoriety. That's the reason why the sports complex in Arnett Gardens is the only thing that named after Tony Spalding. He was not a political saint, and neither is Seaga, and it has been well documented. I, for one, am very glad that an old stinking pop-down market named after Michael Manley, cause it's part of the chaos and brokenness of his period of leading this country up to the 1980s. And the opposition, led by who? Edward Seaga, played its part in creating those dark days. We know that P.J. Patterson don't really care about what name after him, if anything at all. He showed more political decency than any Prime Minister in Jamaica. I really don't know what should be named after Prime Minister Golding. And we have to wait and see what should be named after this current Prime Minister. Until next week, make we go and look now.